Alright, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So as per last week, we have done on chapter 3 regarding ethic. Okay, alright, so this week we proceed with another chapter, which is chapter 4. Okay, so chapter 4 will discuss on the sustainable development. Okay, right. So this is the key item, okay, inside the chapter 4. Okay, it's about 6 hours lectures. Okay, so we have 2 parts. Okay, this is part 1. Alright, so we discuss on the key concept and sustainability and issues. Okay, and also sustainable development pillars. Okay, social, environment and economics. And also we discuss some of the United Nations sustainable goals. Okay, so UN, United Nations, have developed their own goal regarding this sustainability. Okay, so we will discuss after this. And then some issues and solution regarding sustainable. And lastly will be on the case study. Okay, so I think we up to some issues lah. Okay, alright, so this is the best questions. What is sustainable development? Okay, so by definition, sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. Okay, so basically whatever you do nowadays, whatever you decide nowadays, okay, will affect the future needs, which means that whatever you do, you will affect your children, you will affect your grandchildren. Either you do it good, okay, they will have some benefit lah, your children and your grandchildren will have the benefit. But if you do some bad things, okay, also the effect on the children and also your grandchildren. Okay, alright, so basically it's not only by individuals, but it's a whole society lah, which means that you are part of the individuals. Okay, you contribute to the society behavior. Okay, so sustainable development call for concert effort towards building an inclusive, it's not exclusive, inclusive means each individual will contribute, okay, the sustainable and resilient future for people and the planet. Okay, so when we talk about sustainable development, we have the people as a main criteria. Okay, the prosperity, okay, the prosperity including the people and also the animals, all of the living things. So they need to be prosper, okay, the peaceful, the partnership, and also the best thing is the planet. Okay, which means that if your sustainable development activities is good, so it will bring great benefit to the planets. Alright, so this is some example, okay, of the sustainable development. Okay, so this is 2 minutes video to understand sustainable development. Okay, so you can click the link given here lah. Alright, so and then for further understanding, you can watch this link YouTube regarding sustainable development. Okay, so this is the sustainable development pillars. Okay, so in order to sustain the sustainability, alright, so this is the pillars. The pillars mean they are the most important things, okay, to be considered. Okay, so basically these pillars will sustain all the relevant factors, okay, that uphold the sustainability, which is your social, which means that the interaction individuals towards your society, social interaction, and also the environment, okay, and lastly the economic. Okay, so this is the 3 pillars that we the most important factors, okay, that sustain the sustainability. Okay, so this is the link of videos, okay, and then you can for further understanding lah, okay, you can click the link given. Okay, so look at 3 pillars of sustainable development. So we have the economics. Economic will discuss on the opportunity for growth, okay, which means that better economics, better living, and better prosper lah. Okay, so basically increase in your gross domestic product, GDP. Okay, so this means that you have an export, you have an import, and also some benefit. Okay, security system, all right, and then green job and eradication of unemployment. All right, so but basically, as you are aware, currently we have the situation of pandemic. So basically, the unemployment rate has been increased. Okay, so basically that is a not good sustainability lah, because the unemployment will create another social effect. Okay, because people tendency to meet their needs. So basically, if they are not employed, so basically they are more willing to do much more aggressive lah. Alright. So prevention of practice which misuse resource, okay, and also regulation of over exploitation and harmful externalities. Okay, so that is on the economic side. When we talk about the social side, okay, so basically it will involve the participant from the inclusion of everyone. Each of individuals will contribute towards the sustainability. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, so each individual have their own responsibility. Okay, and about the environment, of course lah, we want to preserve the environment. Okay, so basically the protection of ecosystem and biosphere is the main goal, the main objective. Okay, to preserve them. Okay, and then in order to preserve them, the environment also will provide us with a better quality of air, your land, and also your water. Okay, so better management of waste and pollution. Okay, and respect and protect all species. Okay, flora, your fauna, and also your including inside the aquatic. Okay, so that preservation will ensure that your sustainability is in the right way. Okay, so that is on the 3 pillars. Okay, so this is the example of municipal sustainability. So what is meant by municipal? Municipal is a city or a small city, okay, that have their own local government. Okay, for example, we at Malaysia, okay, we have the Malaysian government. Okay, so basically this government will monitor all the state, okay, and the state government will we call it as a communicate, and also we call it as a the administration will go to the federal. So federal is the government Malaysia. Okay, but when we talk about municipal is the smaller. It's a city, they have their own government. Okay, so when we talk about municipal sustainability, this is the thing to be considered. Okay, such as your social well-being, your governance and empowerment. So this empowerment includes your unemployment, employment rate, the education, and also your diversity. Okay, ecological and integrity. Okay, that include your water quality, your green space, air quality, waste. So waste management is very important, because in the city they produce waste. Okay, either it's a scheduled waste or domestic waste, depend. Okay, and also the economic security. Basically they can monitor up to the employment participant lah. Okay, and employment rate, household shelter spending. Okay, so which means that this spending rate will contribute toward the economic growth. And lastly, we have the infrastructure. Okay, not only focusing on the economics, but sustainability involve everything. Okay, so it involve your structures and also your transportation. So that is sustainability that you also need to be considered. Okay, all right. So that is the example of local municipal city. So with your friend, okay. Alright, so we proceed with United Nations Sustainable Goal. Okay, so we talk about United Nations UN. Okay, they provide 17 sustainable development. Okay, including no poverty, zero hunger, good wealth and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth. Number 9, industry even innovation and infrastructure. Okay, and then we have the reduced inequality, sustainable city and community. Number 12, we have responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institution, and lastly, partnership. Okay, what is a partnership? Partnership means that you have communicates toward each other. Okay, which means that all nation, okay, all country in the world will have the same goals toward the sustainable development. So they have the partnership. Okay. Okay, so this is some example. So in order to better understand, you can click this link given. Okay. Alright, so what is a United Nations? United Nations is a international organization found in 1945. Okay, so it's about 193 members states. Okay, so 193 countries all around the world. Okay, so basically this will discuss all the country. Okay, either we have the controversy or whatsoever thing regarding a country with another country, we discuss with the United Nations. Okay, and then regarding the sustainable development, also they have found the 17 goal. Okay, so what is it? As per discussed earlier, we have 17. Okay, start from your no poverty up to the partnership. Okay, so we look one by one. Okay, okay, so number 1 will be your no poverty. Okay, so basically end poverty in all its form everywhere. Okay, so which means that there will be no poverty in all around the world. So when you talk about poverty, what is a poverty? Okay, poverty is about not having enough money to meet basic needs, including food, clothing, and shelter. Okay, so that is a poverty. So basically this is the number 1 goal. Okay, to increase the effort and effort. Okay, sorry, effort, and you can afford to buy your own food, clothing, and shelter. Okay, so what is need to be done that ensure everyone in the society is protected against things like unemployment, access to support service like medical care, and also they call social protection, and especially meant to protect and support the poorest and most vulnerable people. Okay, so does not mean that some of the philosophy in social media. Okay, kalau kamu tengok lah, ramai yang kata alah tak perlu kaya pun, but it's not about getting so much rich. Dia kalau kaya sangat nunjuk-nunjuk makan siakap 1,000 tak guna agak kan. But the poverty is one thing that you need to control lah, because this is the basic things that you need for you to live, okay, about your food, clothing and shelter. So increase in poverty means that you are vulnerable, you will be exposed towards the social punya disease. Okay, so in order to better understand, you can click this link. Okay, so what is the effort is to generate employment, okay, and then create job opportunities, better economic opportunities, and so on so forth. So that is the target for poverty. Okay, and then we have zero hunger. Okay, so basically when we talk about poverty, kemiskinan, so also we have this zero hunger, which means that kebuluran, hungry. So, okay, so what can we do to help? Okay, so you can make change in your own life, at home, at work, and the community by supporting local farmer or market and making sustainable food choice. Okay, which means that you supporting a good nutrition for all and fighting for food waste. Okay, alright. So basically, if you look into current trending, if you're into the social media, okay, including on your TikTok and so on and so forth. Okay, so basically, many of the short movie, film, okay, YouTube's, movie lah, okay, regarding you cook something and then you post a video how you eat. You post on very excessive food, and then you eat by your own. Okay, so that is not contributing at all toward sustainable development. Okay, so tayang-tayang makan di social media is not, of course, the excessive yang terlebih-lebih, it's not a good effort lah. Okay, alright. So how to do this? Okay, this is the effort. Okay, support local farmers. Okay, and then make a sustainable food choice. Okay, you live, you eat only to live. It's not live to eat. Okay, so be careful lah regarding this food. And then the best part is you need to fight food waste. Okay, so dulu itu hari kita ada buat tabung makanan. So that is to fight food waste lah. Okay, alright. And then number 3, we have a good health and well-being. Okay, so what you can do is that you can start by promoting and protecting your own health and the health of those around you by making well, okay, informed choices, practicing safe food, and vaccinate your children. So that is for good health. Okay, so basically currently the most popular one is the vaccination. Okay, so basically if you read through the social media, okay, many disagree with vaccination. Okay, but vaccination is not new. Okay, vaccination has been introduced around 1800. Okay, something in the era 1800. Right, so basically the vaccination has been introduced. Okay, it's about 100 years old. Okay, so why we need vaccination? Vaccination is used to protect regarding virus. Okay, if you have bacteria infection, okay, you can eat the antibiotic. But if you have a virus infection, so at this current time you don't have any medical cure. Okay, so you need to protect. Okay, it means that you need to increase your antibody. Okay, so how to increase your antibody is by using vaccination. Okay, so that is a good health and well-being. Okay, so this is the example. Okay, so what is the effort towards good health and well-being? So example of effort is about child and maternal health. Okay, and then addressing the the most dangerous disease. Okay, and then universal health coverage. Okay, and then making essential medicine and vaccine affordable. Okay, and ensuring that women that full access to the sexual and reproductive health care. Okay, this including all the women lah. Okay, so and many things. This is the good how you can do on the good health and well-being. Okay, all right, and then we have the quality education. So why does education matters? Because education is the key that will allow many other sustainable development goals to be achieved. Why? Because you need to know. When you know, that we call it as the knowledge. Okay, knowledge is come from the keyword know. Know, knowledge. You know, and then you have the knowledge. Same goes with the Arabic language. Ilmu is come from the words alim. Alim. Alim tu adalah orang yang ada ilmu. Ilmu. Alim. Alright. So that is the same keywords. Okay. So what is education? Education means that ensuring you are know. You have the right knowledge. Okay. So you must know. It's not about you have a better education and then you got a better job. It's not that. Okay. So basically, if you want to do your job, you must know how to do the job. So how to know is that you must have your knowledge. So that is the quality of education. Okay, and then how we do it? Example of the effort is to increase the enrollment in primary education, increase access to education for women and girls, place education as a priority. Okay, affordable education. Okay, and then encourage private sector to invest resource in the development and educational tools and facilities. So that is the effort. Okay, and then 5, gender equality. So how does gender inequality affect women? Okay, basically it's a disadvantage in education translate. Okay, basically lack of skill and also some limited opportunities in the labor market. Okay, and then example is women and girls empowerment is essential to expand economic growth and promote social development. Okay, so the participant of women, okay, is the to be equal. Okay. Okay, so how to the effort, okay, and then improving women in the access to skill for better opportunity in the labor market. Okay, invest in education programs for girls. Okay, invest in program improving income generation activities for women. Okay, improve access to sexual and reproductive health service. Okay, address unconscious bias. Okay, and implicit association that can perform an unintended and often an invisible barrier to equal opportunity. Okay, so that is the regarding gender equality. Yeah, alright. Number 6, clean water and sanitation. So clean water is a important factor. Okay, although that in Selangor we have also the water disruption. But in general, in Malaysia, the water supply is quite good lah. Okay, which means that every place have the access to water supply. Okay. So basically, water supply is very important. Okay. So what is the effort? So you need to improve and extend basic water and sanitation service. Okay, and you need to invest in water R&D, research and development. Okay, and promote inclusion of women, youth and indigenous communities in water resource governance. And lastly, you need to generate awareness. Okay, so that is on water and sanitation. Okay, number 7, we have clean energy and affordable. Why? Because our everyday life depend on reliable and affordable energy service to function smoothly and to develop equitability. Okay, so which means that we current living we need the energy lah. Okay, to ensure that your life goes well, so you need the clean energy. Or if you don't have the clean energy, you have the affordable energy. Okay, so how you do that? Okay, so basically this is the effort lah. Okay, improving access to electricity, improving energy access, invest in more in sustainable energy infrastructure. Okay, provide clean, efficient and affordable alternative to health damaging cook stuff. Okay, accelerate the transition to an affordable, reliable and sustainable energy system. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that is when we talk about clean energy. Okay, and then we have decent work and economic growth. Okay, so what is the work and economic growth? It promotes sustained, inclusive and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment and decent work for all. Okay, so which means that if you work, you earn some money to your live. It's not only that you talk about salary, end of the month you got your salary. It's not that. Working is includes everything, which means that you need to work. Either you do your business, you do whatever activities to earn your living cost, which means that you earn your money for your cost of living. Okay, so that is a decent work and economic growth. Alright, so what is the effort? Okay, so basically we talk about youth, the best opportunity to transition to a decent job. Okay, and then provide youth with the skills that match labor market demand. Okay, so that is the effort lah towards ensuring your work and economic growth. Okay, number 9, we have the industry, innovation and infrastructure. What you can do is to build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization and foster innovation. Okay, so that is the based on innovation and infrastructure, which means that what is your innovation towards your infrastructure, you must include the sustainable development. Okay, so what is the effort? Effort is to improve basic infrastructure like roads, information, communication, sanitation, electrical power and water. Okay, and then you have the established standards that promote regulation that ensure company, project and initiative are sustainably managed. And lastly, you need to promote sustainable growth within the developing country. Okay, so that is regarding industry, innovation and infrastructure. Okay, number 10, reduce inequalities. Okay, so what you can do is to reducing inequalities require transformative change. Okay, which means that you need to put much greater effort, okay, to eradicate extreme poverty and hunger, and invest in more in health, education, social protection, decent job, especially for young people, migrant and other vulnerable communities. Okay, so basically when I talk about this, inequalities means that the human beings are the same. All human beings are the same. Okay, so you need to promote equalities. Okay, all right. And then what is the effort? Okay, eradicate extreme poverty and hunger, invest more in health, education, social protection, and decent job. Okay, especially for young people. Okay, promote inclusive social and economic growth. Okay, and then ensure equal opportunity. Okay, and eliminate any discrimination. Okay, so that is the inequalities. This is the right keyword. You need to eliminate discriminatory. Okay, all right. Number 11, sustainable city and community. Okay, so this is the things that you need to ensure after this, after you graduate. So you need to you want to find your own house. So it's better for you to search for much sustainable cities. Okay, because currently the developer are more towards the sustainable, the renewable, and also the greener cities. The developer lah, so they will develop a better greener and also sustainable city lah. Okay, so what is the sustainable cities? Including safe, resilient, and sustainable. Okay, so what is the effort? So the effort is to improve governance and management of city, improve city condition for communities, okay, and then improve the employment, safety, logistic, air quality, public space, and also the other factor that relevant towards the sustainable development. Okay, so that is on sustainable development. Number 12, we have responsible consumption and production. So what is meant by that is to ensure sustainable consumption and production in a very good patterns. Okay, all right. So what a business can help? So it's in business interest to find new solution to enable sustainable consumption and production pattern. Okay, so which means that you want to produce product, so that you need to ensure your process in producing that product is in the sustainable condition. Okay, so in the sustainable condition means that you can reduce your waste. Okay, you use like for example when current situation right now. Okay, the temperature, the outside temperature, the outdoor temperature has been increased from the normal about 30 to 33 degrees Celsius. It can be increased up to 38 to 39, or it can reach up to 40 degrees Celsius. So by increment of the outside temperature, so the people, the community, the society will have the tendency to buy more aircon. Okay, so what is the business of aircon come out is that starting from the R12, the first refrigerant. Okay, the first is we use the ammonia. Okay, so ammonia is one of the earliest refrigerant. Okay, but the ammonia can affect the ozone. Okay, and then the engineers has find a new refrigerant starting from R134A. Okay, and currently we have the refrigerant R32. Okay, so which means that the refrigerant materials have increased to meet the sustainable, to meet the cleaner energy. Okay, so that's a sample. Okay, so what is the effort? Is to reduce the waste, reduce the plastic, and promote sustainable practices. Okay, number 13 is about climate action. So how about it? Is take urgent action to combat climate change and impact. Okay, so what is the effort? The effort is to improve energy efficiency. as I mentioned earlier, the aircon current development starting from the ammonia up to refrigerant 32. Okay, same goes like that. Okay, so you need to improve your energy efficiency. Okay, and then reduce the carbon footprint. What is meant by carbon footprint is that you have less open burning. Okay, burning of any materials will increase the carbon production, so that carbon will affect the ozone. Okay, and then from your carbon footprint, of course it will reduce the emission, okay, the exhaust. Okay, and then the low carbon, okay, and climate smart product and services. Okay, so you can produce a product that much more cleaner carbon, and also much more low in emission. Okay, so that is regarding climate action. Okay, the ni is a carbon footprint. The keyword is about carbon footprint. Okay, and then number 14, we have life below water, that we are mentioning about the aquatic. Okay, conserve and sustainability use the ocean, seas and marine resource for sustainable development. Okay, so it's not only siakap. Okay, so many other life, aqua life need to be preserved. Okay, siakap sekarang yang paling popular. Okay, alright, and then what is the effort is to increase international cooperation to protect vulnerable habitat. Okay, establishing comprehensive and effective and equitably managed system of government protected area. Okay, because to ensure the biodiversity. Okay, and then eliminate plastic. Okay, and lastly is to create awareness. Okay, so each of the individual need to be aware in order to maintain your aqua system. Okay, aqua life. Life on land. Alright, so this before this we discussed on life on the aqua, the on sea. Okay, this is on land. Okay, so you need to protect, restore and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem. Okay, and sustainably manage your forests, combat desertification, and halt and reserve land degradation, and halt biodiversity losses. Okay, so that is a life on land. So how you can do it is by recycling, okay, and eat a locally based diet that has sustainably sourced. Okay, limit energy usage through efficient heating and cooling system. Okay, and respect towards wildlife and prevent wildlife disturbance. Okay, ini tidak kat rumah bela harimau. Kalau tengok YouTube kan, diorang dah mula bela harimau lah, singa lah kat rumah. Lepas tu ada yang bela biawak lah kat rumah, yang bawa besar tu kan. Okay, so please, okay, so you need to preserve the wildlife. And then number 16, peace, justice and strong institution. So you need to promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development. Alright, so you provide access to justice for all and build effective, accountable and inclusive institutions at all levels. Okay, so what is the effort? Okay, effort is to deliver quality education, healthcare, fair economic policy and inclusive environmental protection. Okay, so that is the regarding the strong institution. Okay, so and then you promote inclusion and respect towards people of different background, ethnic origin, religion, gender or different opinion. Okay, what is meant by different opinion? Jangan keras kepala. Okay, right. Okay, so the last one will be partnership for the goals. Okay, so you need to strengthen the mean of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. Okay, so which means that you are not only individuals, so the effort must come from each individuals. It's not only one sole individuals. Okay, so the effort is to seek and to mobilize action on the implementation of sustainable development. Okay, partnership between government and business for the implementation of the sustainable development. Okay, all right. So this is some of the graphic regarding the sustainable development. So what you can do is that you think about it. Okay, think about it, talk about it, dream about it, write about it. Okay, and then lastly, act. So you need to act. If you talk about sustainable, so you need to act as a individuals that contributes towards the society. Okay, this is the goals. Okay, alright. So setakat ni, ini nanti saya akan sebab dia masuk dekat pollution. So yang ni saya akan cover after lepas ni. Okay, setakat ni ada apa-apa soalan? You have any question regarding sustainability? Ada soalan? Senyap je. Ada ke tak tu?
Ada saya ada.
Ada sir.
Ada soalan?
Setakat ni tak ada sir.
Okey, so kalau tak ada, kita berhenti kat sini dulu. Kejap saya nak stop. Okey, saya stop.